The X-Men are coming to the MCU. They're gonna be here before we know it, and we're gonna look back on these times and go, man, remember all those years ago when we were anticipating them and now they're finally here? Those were the days. And it also seems like the actors are gonna be saying the same thing. Now let's talk about Sophie Turner, who of course played Jean Grey. She opens up about returning and that she would love to join the MCU. As pretty much anybody can tell you if they just look at it, the MCU is going to get bigger and bigger over the next course of, let's say, 5 years, but 10 years really. It's going to be almost like a point where we look back to a decade ago, aka this time, and we go, wow, the MCU was a tiny little thing. And then you look back to when it began, you're like, oh wow, those were like really strange times where we only got 1 to 2 movies a year. Again, we're moving to that, and a major part of this expansion is of course going to be those Fox properties. The Fantastic Four are easily going to carry a trilogy plus. The X-Men, easily a trilogy. Wolverine a trilogy. X-Force, Deadpool, there's going to be so much X-Men content. You will more or less have a X-Men cinematic universe within the MCU. Like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to get fragmented into sub-cinematic universes. It's going to be so huge. So, yeah, the X-Men are coming. Now, recently, it was last year. Anyways, so yeah, last year, recently, all things considered, X-Men Dark Phoenix came out, the second attempt to do the Dark Phoenix by Fox. It was worse than the first, so that's something. It came out, it was absolute garbage, after, it followed another garbage film with Apocalypse, so that was pretty impressive that they could do 2 in a row with such low quality. But anyways, I like the actors in the roles. Like, all of them are honestly really good actors. Even Sophie Turner. I know you might not think that from Game of Thrones because of her, such a bad script was given to her, but when she shined, she shined. So I wouldn't mind seeing her back do something. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind seeing her as Jean Grey, because she was terrible at that. Everybody was terrible in those movies, more or less, of the young cast, because they weren't given enough. But she was just terrible on another level, because, the script failed her. So she said recently, articles linked down below, yeah, I would love to come back. To be in the X-Men, or be in the MCU. And, unfortunately that's not gonna happen. I know I'm saying it in a way that I'm like, I don't want him to come back. But I really do like the cast. Like, they all look the part. They can all act. But they carry so much baggage and stint from the last 2 movies, and this wretched stink off of those movies that it would hurt the current MCU more than anything. So they're not gonna come back, but she says she'd be open to it. And you know what? Maybe just use them in the next Deadpool movie. Just put them all in there, use up their contracts, give them a farewell by having Deadpool off them all, and there you go. That's all you can really do. Would anybody watching this actually like to see these characters return in those roles? Like, anybody?